couple of years ago, I was at a festival in the Channel Islands, and a lady came to me, and that was her business card. She had that picture on her business card because she'd taken that picture back in 1963 for a teenage magazine. She actually told me she picked the location near Euston Station because it looked kind of urban and edgy, pretty much like her subject. This is an incredibly famous record to anybody who lived through that time. Twist and Shout kind of gets forgotten a bit in the Beatles story, but it's hugely important at the time. It only ended up on their first album, apparently, because Alan Smith, who was a mate of theirs from Liverpool, was in the studio that day when they're running out of tunes to record. And he said, "Why don't you do that thing that sounds like La Bamba?" And they said, "What's that?" And it turned out to be Twist and Shout. And it became such an important part of their act. They simply couldn't leave the stage without doing it. And it strikes me they didn't so much cover the song as absolutely possess the song. Prior to that, records had been made by a group of musicians and a group of singers. Suddenly, this sounds like something meshing. This sounds like this is the sound of furious multitasking. This sounds as if they can barely contain the vitality within that group. And so it marks a real break point, I think, in their recording history. So if you look at the records that came before Twist and Shout, From Me to You, Please Please Me, they're very good, but they're very constrained. The records that came after Twist and Shout, She Loved You, She Loves You, I Want to Hold Your Hand, suddenly they're flying. Suddenly they have slipped the surly bonds of earth. It's Twist and Shout that did that. Everything you need to know about the Beatles, you can hear in Twist and Shout. Did they write it? No. Did they own it? Oh yes, and forevermore.